Hey there folks, you know what, I think spring might be here. A beautiful day. Pants. Yep, decommissioned boxer shorts. They're good hand rags. Nobody steals them. Anyway folks, yeah, welcome back to the channel. It's been a while, but I'm going to get back on with this Bedford. Had a few things, how should I say, crop up, like getting the museum open, which, yeah, that happened yesterday, so all good there, so I can focus my attention back to the Bedford engine. And first up, let's have a little investigation of this rocker arm assembly. Pretty much spent the last, must be 2 weeks now, squaring this with GT85. Still no sponsor. Yeah, but we're going to have to go back to early in the past as to how we got to this point. So, over to early in the past. How much silicon? Must be nearly half a tube on there. Look at it. And you can see there, they didn't do a very good job. So, here we are back in the Bedford cab. And what a mess. Yeah, to say this is a running engine, this isn't what you want to see. So today, I think the plan is to remove the rocker shaft complete with the arms, so the push rod's out. Even those are covered in gaskets. Jesus. Yeah, this is not ideal, folks. So I'll try and perch the camera somewhere where you're not going to fall off, and we shall get the rocker shaft removed. Yeah. Right, let's get into this, folks. Now, I think the best option here is just to slowly undo them all, little bit by little bit. And we've also got an oil-free paint there, which we better undo first. I'm not sure what you can quite see from that. Oh, but I brought all the wrong sizes. I think before the rocker cover goes back on, we'll spin the engine over and make sure we're seeing oil coming up to the top here. I'm sure there's been some, but Yeah. And yes folks, the sump will be coming off, because I'm sure there's all sorts of nasties in there. Right, that's the oil feed pipe off. Next up, I suppose, say to these puppies. I've got a feeling this is going to bring the studs out, because the nuts are acting like a bolt. Yeah, the bolts are turning, studs are turning. I'm talking crap. No, just ignore me. Tight. Yeah, got you. Yeah. Oh, not the most comfortable thing to sit in. Yes, where the valves are down, it pushes up on the rocker shaft, and you can bend them. A little bit at a time. Well, some of the nuts have come off, and some have brought the studs out. Yeah. I think we're about slack there, folks. I'm going to retrieve some bolts out, put them in a pot noodle tub, and I'll bring you back and we can have a look at the shaft. So if this is in 2 pieces, possibly 3 pieces, should make it a bit easier to remove. Yeah. We'll take the number 5 and 6 off. Yeah, that's a bit awkward. Just pop that on the step here. Yeah, well, that is loose. Interesting. Yes, it would seem it's in 3 pieces. Right, this is making more sense now. And I think there may be a part missing. Maybe a spring involved with that. Right, tell you what, I'll get this all out of the way and we'll have a look when it's off. Has to be said, they do look a bit grim. Well, that wasn't the only concern. When these are in place, this is the oil feed pipe in, and it's got a spring and it keeps it located into both shafts. And this rear one is almost like a, I don't know, an overflow, but with a nipped end. But it also transfers the oil across into the shaft there for cylinders 5 and 6. However, there was no spring, it wasn't into the hole, and that would have reduced the oil pressure. Could also mean these have got some wear on them from a lack of lubrication. So the plan is to clean them, well, to strip them all down and clean them up. But I think we'll start with these first. Those are the ones that possibly didn't have any oil. So I'll get you set up and we shall take this one apart. So just give them a quick rinse with some cellulose thinners. And to be fair, they're looking better already. So, and get the clips off. The spring. Might be a bit of a ridge on there. Well, theoretically, we should be able to slide this off. You can see rust in there, but also that should come off. Those two can also slide that way. There's a grub screw in that one, however it's a bolt in the other ones, but and that one can come off. I mean, they're all free, but sometimes things can be too free. So I think I'll clean the end of the shaft on the wire wheel on the bench grinder, and we'll see if that'll come off. What looks like a random brush? Well, if you've heard of the channel Hell on Earth, they were involved in digging out the air raid shelter, and this is the one that I'll use to give it a sweep out. If you haven't seen the video, I'll put a link below. Yeah, well worth watching. Anyway, let's crack on. Right, I just went across the edge there with a piece of emery paper and so off she comes, come on. There she flies. Maybe just scuffed it a little bit as it came off, but that's what I'm interested in, that bottom side. It could be a lot worse. Yeah, that could definitely be a lot worse. Right. Need to get this this pillar off next, and that looks delightful in there. What I'll do is I'll get it all stripped off and I'll bring you back and we can inspect the parts. Right, the shaft, as you can see, is a little bit grotty, partially blocked up. There's something in there. Not sure what that is. Anyway, I'm going to give this a clean up and then I shall bring you back and we'll see what it looks like. Okay, so it's all apart. The shaft, well, could be worse, but that's blocked up. The other side's clear, but there's debris in it. Yeah, something going on in there. However, it's got a, what looks like a car plug in the end, so we can knock that out and clear the inside of any debris. Now clean up all these parts and then we can reassemble it. And then we shall move on to these other pairs. We need to find one of those springs to go in that end. So yeah, it's not going to be a 2-minute fix. We've then also got the cylinder head to clean up, etc, etc. So yeah, still quite a bit to do, so yeah, keep watching folks. Well, it could be a lot worse. Not gonna lie, it's not perfect. However, that pit in there, that is actually on the top side. Yeah, the bottom side there's a little bit of wear, but that could be a lot worse. Be interesting to compare it to the other two shafts and how they've worn, because this is the one that was lacking oil. So I've still got the inside to clean out, but it's not looking too bad. I shall get the rest of these bits and bobs cleaned up and then we can have a closer look. Has to be said, things are looking a little bit cleaner now. Yeah, they look happy, or at least happier. What I'm going to do is just loosely assemble it back together and see how it looks, folks. Has to be said, they definitely look a little bit happier. Cleaned up quite well, to be fair. And no, how should we say, catastrophic wear, which is good. So let's, this is a comparison. Yeah, I think we've made a difference there, folks. So, on that bombshell, or maybe this bombshell, that's it for this video. I'm going to continue clean up the rest of the rocker gear, and the next video hopefully will be looking a little bit more towards going back together. So, thanks for watching, liking, subscribing and all that jazz. Catch you on the next one.